presentation on Alice Paul. She was born January 11, 1885 in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. The oldest child of William and Tacy Paul, raised her and her three younger siblings as Quakers. Her education she had was a bachelor's degree from Swarthmore University, master's degree from Columbia University, a PhD from University of Pennsylvania, and a law degree from American University. Her mother was active in the Quaker Society of Friends movement. At a young age, she went with her mother to women's suffrage meetings at neighbors' homes. All her relatives and sons were Quakers, as she grew up accepting women's equality as a given. Her parents believed deeply in gender equality. Alice's dad died when she was 16, and the more conservative male relatives asserting leadership in the family caused some tensions with the family and more liberal and tolerant idea. So, being a Quaker in the family influenced Alice as she got older, which was giving like have believing in the equality of women. So when her dad died and a male's relative wanted to come and take over because they didn't have a male relative to support the family because it still looked bad back then that they didn't have a male and they really didn't believe in that, so they were really upset. She believed in the equality for women and found great reasons in the social issues that Dixon wrote about, including the relationship between class and poverty. While she was in England, she was exposed to the suffragist movement progress, which had a profound impact on her determination in life. During the American Revolution in 1920, women fought to attain social status, political status, and economic status. So, um, as you can see, all the degrees she got in her education, she loved to study and learn new things, and she loved books very much. So when she read about Dixon, she um she loved what he said about between the classes and poverty, and that also influenced her. While she was also went to England, um she experienced what was going on during that time, and it also helped her and influenced her to fight for women's rights because that's what was going on in the 1920s. Women were already starting to fight to obtain that social status and the political status and the economic status. While attending and training school in England, she became inactive with the country radical suffragists. After 2 years, National American Women Suffrage Association (NAWSA), she co-founded the Congressional Union and formed the National Women's Party in 1916. So around before 1920, 1916, you see that she formed the National Women's Party. She helped with that. That was her role. During drawing or on experience, Paul led demonstrations and was subject to imprisonment as she sought for voting amendment, but her action helped bring out the passage of the 19th Amendment in the 1920s. So, as we do today as protest, she did the whole protest and yelling for women's rights and trying to vote for the 19th Amendment. And she also had to go through those hardships of like getting arrested, people not agreeing with them, especially male. Paul continued to push for equal rights and worked the National Women's Party headquarters in Washington, D.C. until her later years. So I think Alice Paul is one of the most important women to learn because the primary force behind the passage of the 19th Amendment, a major and lasting achievement. Her influence continues today through the Alice Paul Institution, which states on the website. So on the website, it quotes, "The Alice Paul Institution educates the public about the life and work of Alice Strauss Paul in 1885-1977 and offers Heritage of Girl Leadership and Development Program at the Postel, her home, and the National History Landmark. Alice Paul led the final fight to get women to vote and wrote the Equal Right Amendment. We honor her legacy as a role model, and leadership is the continuing quest for equality. So, this website still shows the history she behind her, and it still helps women to fight for equality. This is my presentation. Thank you for coming and listening.